Okay, welcome everyone to the Las Vegas Virtual College Fair. Thank you so much for joining us. A few housekeeping announcements before we get started. You can use the Q&A button on your screen at any time to type questions to our presenters. And when you do so, please type in the name of the institution that you are asking a question for, unless it's a general question. Your camera and microphone are off, so the panelists cannot see or hear you. This is just one of many sessions happening, so please sign up for additional sessions. The presentation will be recorded and it will be available within about a week at the same website where you registered. And so with that, I'll turn it over to our first institution, Weber State University.
Perfect, thank you so much. Can everybody see my screen? This one can give me a thumbs up. Okay, so welcome. I'm super excited to be presenting to you. My name is Alejandro Valquinto. I am the Associate Director in the Admissions Office here at Weber State University. You probably noticed my sexy accent. Yes, I'm kidding, that's a joke. That's when everybody laughs. So just to tell you a little bit about me, I grew up in South America, in Argentina, and when I was a teenager, probably around your age, I moved to the United States with my family, and years later, somehow I ended up in Utah attending Weber State University. And that's where I actually graduated from with a bachelor's degree in business. So it's been great, and I am super excited to be talking about why Weber State might be a good option for you. So let's start really quick with location. We are located in Ogden, Utah, which is about 45 minutes north of Salt Lake City. And we are about a 6-hour drive from Las Vegas. So it's not too far, it's a perfect drive. You know, you can stop in Fillmore, you know, go Costa Vida there. So it's perfect. So really good location. Also, we are located by the mountains. We do have 4 seasons and we do have snow, just to let you know, but it's super fun. One of the things, since I grew up in South America, it's, you know, I didn't know the snow anything, but after a long, you know, years living here, you get used to. But if you like the outdoors, Weber State got you covered as well. I know you wanted to get a good education, you know, go to school, but also it's important to get a student life and have a college experience. So we do have lots of options for you. We offer skiing and snowboarding classes where you can make friends, you can learn how to do it. Also, we have different events going on throughout the year that students get to have an amazing time. We are a Division I school, and we have 16 NCAA sport teams. And so if you're into that, that could be an option for you as well. And one of my favorite things when I was a student was going to all the games. Once you are a student, you get your student ID and you can go to all the games for free. Plus you can bring 4 people for free. It's such a good time. You can meet new people, you can cheer for the team. They always throw free things to the bleachers, and one time I caught a burrito. So it was a good day. So lots of things to do, lots of ways to get involved. We also have the opportunity to offer study abroad options to our students, and we go all over the world. And me as a student, when I was a student, I went to Guatemala for 3 weeks. I got college credit and I have an amazing time. So there's lots of options if you like to travel as well and they get college credit. So we do offer over 225 programs. So what that means for you is that we have options. We have all the way from accounting classes all the way to zoology. We have pre-professional programs such as pre-med, pre-dentistry. We also have a nursing program, engineering, business, you name it. Lots of different options for you. So we offer associate degrees, bachelor's degree, master's degree, and we do have one doctorate degree in nurse practitioner. So you can start with that 2-year associate degree, go all the way to a master's degree as well. So we know school can be expensive, and it was, for me, it was difficult, but Weber State made it possible because our tuition is really affordable. Our tuition for out-of-state students is $16,200 a year, but we do offer for Nevada residents the WUI scholarship, which is $8,650 a year. So pretty much to qualify for that scholarship, you need to have a 2.5 GPA in high school and be a Nevada resident. So look into that. We also can offer different academic scholarship based on your GPA and ACT score. All of our scholarships are for 4 years, and all you have to do to keep those scholarships is to have a 2.5 GPA in college. So lots of good options to pay for school. We do have 2 housing options. The first one is the WACAC Village, which is a community style on campus. And also we have University Village, which is more like an apartment style. We do not require our freshman student to live on campus. So, but if you do, we offer you for the first year $1,000 off your tuition if you live in our housing. Finally, I can be talking about Weber State a lot because I love Weber State, but all you have to do is apply. To apply is you fill out the application, send the transcript, pay the $30 fee, and you will be accepted. We are 100% acceptance rate. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Our next college is Westminster College.
Thank you, Leila. Okay. Let me share my screen real quick over here. Just epitome of 2020. Okay, so hello everybody. My name is Valentina Rojas. I am an assistant director of admissions at Westminster College. And we are located in Salt Lake City, Utah. Really in a neighborhood, good sugar houses, very eclectic, very fun. It's around 10 minutes outside of downtown Salt Lake, but it's really great. It has like lots of coffee shops and whatnot, and it gives you a sense that you are not in the city, even though you're so close. We're also around 30 to 40 minutes to some of the best ski resorts and outdoor places in the country. So if you like that combination of, you know, a city, but also the outdoors, Westminster is the perfect place for that. So a little bit about us. We are a private, independent, and liberal arts college. So private means that we are not state funded, which allows us to have flexibility on the way that we use our funding. We're independent, which means that we are not religiously affiliated. We were founded by the Presbyterian Church, but in the 1960s, we cut our ties with them. And we're a liberal arts college, which means that you are going to have a major or double major within our 50 plus academic programs, but you're also going to be taking courses across different departments that are going to better inform your education. So for example, I was a political science major, and those were not the only courses that I took. I took courses in foreign language. I took a full year of French, math, statistics, nutrition, sociology, anthropology, and all of that really helped like educate my political science in a more broad perspective. So we were founded in 1875. We've been around for some time. We have around 2,200 undergrad students, so we are a small institution. 48% of our students are from out of state. We do have a great population that come from Las Vegas. And then our average class size is 15 students. So because we are so small, you will have that opportunity of really connecting with your professors while you're at Westminster. So as I mentioned, we offer over 50 undergraduate programs, 13 grad programs, including doctorates, and we have 5 schools within the Westminster College umbrella. So we really are a university, but we've always been known in the community as Westminster College, so we decided to keep the name. So these are 5 colleges. The biggest one is the School of Arts and Sciences. Any major from the performing arts. We have a great program in theater, a BFA in dance as well as music, but we have programs in foreign languages and the humanities, science, engineering, whatnot. We have the Gore School of Business, so all the business majors like accounting, business management, international business, sports management, which by the way, you can do a concentration on either summer sports or winter sports. We have a School of Education with programs like outdoor education and leadership, elementary ed, special ed, School of Nursing and Health Sciences, which is nursing and public health, especially today public health is very popular. And lastly, we have our Honors College, which is an opportunity for you to take your Westminster academics to the next level. So if any of you is interested in the honors or any of the colleges, do let me know on the chat and I will connect you to the right people. Basically, you will be belonging to any of these 4 colleges, the main 4, as part of your major. But if you want to double major or have a minor in a program that is offered at a different college, you can. So for example, you want to do theater arts as your major and then do a minor in public health, even though people will be like, wait, that doesn't really go together, you can absolutely do that. And we really do encourage you to find your passions at Westminster. So a little bit about opportunities that you have. Our students have this opportunity called May term. So you get 4 free credits that you get to use during the summer. So that is a total of 1 class. And we have great opportunities. So this is also a chance for professors to get creative with the classes that they teach. So we have an on-campus experience called Meditation on the Brain, where you look at the history of meditation with a neuroscience perspective. Meow or Never, or it's also called Cats in Society, and you look at why people love cats and, you know, why societies starting with the ancient Egyptians were, like, you know, adored cats. How to monetize a blog, you know, people are blogging a lot lately, so how can you actually make money out of that? But on May term, you can also do some off-campus experiences. So some people have gone to Colombia to do exploration and service, and right there with Alejandro, I am also from South America, I'm Colombian. So it's really cool that they get to go to my country. You can study sustainability and innovation in Switzerland, go to Hawaii to learn natural science, go to southern Utah and Arizona to learn from the Hopi and Diné nations, or study the concept of global citizenship in Thailand. So if you really want to leave the country or leave Utah to do any of these experiences, you can do that every summer that you're at Westminster. We are a Division II college. We have 15 NCAA sports, and we're part of the Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference. I am also the athletic liaison, so if any of you is interested in playing sports at Westminster, let me know and I will connect you to the right coaches. In addition to our varsity NCAA sports, we have some club sports that also do some recruitment. But I will talk a little bit more about this, but all of our varsity sports offer scholarships as well. So a little bit about residence and student life. We have a 2-year on-campus housing requirement. So you have to live on campus for the first 2 years that you are on campus at Westminster. We have our traditional style, which is what you see in the picture, where you share a room with somebody else. We also have apartment style housing, which is 6 individual bedrooms, 2 individual bathrooms, and a full kitchen. In your first year, you get to choose whichever you like. We are a very safe campus. We're small. We don't have any gates or doors that so everybody can really come into our campus, but we do have 24-hour campus patrol. In the social side, we have over 40 academic, social, and intramural clubs. We have our own student government called the Associated Students of Westminster, or ASW for short, and we're very involved in the community. We've done every year over 100,000 hours of community service, which is really unique, and it really says a lot about what is important for our students. So if you are looking for a college that has a sense of community and that you can also give back to the greater Salt Lake community or even Utah community, Westminster would be that place. So paying for college, I think that this is extremely important that we talk about it. Private institutions have that misconception that because we're more expensive, we're not accessible, but that is actually not true. Because we're private, we have great opportunities for scholarships because the funding, we don't have to follow certain guidelines that the state or the federal government give us. So we look at all of our students based on a holistic review, and that means that we not only look at your grades or your test scores, we'll look at your application as a whole. Our scholarships range between $9,000 and $24,000 per year. This is for last year. We actually haven't finalized our scholarship model for this coming year. But that means that if you receive $20,000 this year, next year you can count with the same money every year that you're at Westminster. We also do need-based financial aid. So that is by filing your FAFSA or the free application for federal student aid. If you, for some reason, cannot file a FAFSA, you can get in contact with us because you can still qualify for need-based grants. And then we do talent-based scholarships. So for those of you who are interested in theater, dance, or music, we do offer scholarships for those. As I mentioned earlier, we also offer scholarships for all of our varsity sports. Our honors college offers a $5,000 scholarship, so you can qualify for any of these. And the really cool thing is that you can stack them all up, so you really don't have to choose one over the other. And that is a link if you want to get more information about how you can pay for Westminster. But how do you actually, get to that step? And that is by applying to Westminster. So we are test optional for all of our domestic students. And we're fully test optional. So you don't actually have to submit your test, not even for scholarships. So if you haven't taken your ACT or your SAT, or you're not comfortable with your test scores, that's fine. We have a free application because we are very committed to accessibility to all of our students. There's no payment page, so you don't need a fee waiver. We are on the Common App, but we also have our own application on our website. If you're applying to any other colleges in the Common App, it's probably going to be easiest because you just have to fill out that application section once. If you choose not to submit your test scores, we do require an essay, and there's about 5 different prompts that you can choose from. So they're the same in the Common App or in our application. So what we need from you is just your application. Again, it's free. Your high school
Thank you,
transcript.
Valentina.
Thank you, sorry. But yeah, just let me know if you have questions.
Okay, our next institution is Utah State University.
Hello. I am Kelly Jones. I am your local Las Vegas resident, and I am so thrilled to be presenting for Utah State University tonight. Utah State University is home of the Aggies. We were established in 1888 as an agricultural college, and thus the term Aggies comes from agriculture. This building here is Old Main. It is our original building on campus, and it stands as a model and a symbol to the community and to the students of the tradition that lasts at Utah State. Utah State University is home to several schools throughout the state. We have a 4-year university in Logan. We have 2-year colleges in Price and Blanding, and then we have CTE programs and college classes throughout the entire state on our different campuses. So within the 3 schools in Logan, Price, and Blanding, we have over 28,000 students. We have 8 academic colleges with over 160 undergraduate programs. So we do provide a lot of opportunities for exploring and gaining your education. Utah State University is a wonderful outdoors. We are close to 8 national parks, 10 ski resorts. We have lakes and rivers. We're located in a valley, so we are completely surrounded by mountains with scenic drives, hiking, climbing, as I stated, rivers with dams and fishing and boating. So there's a lot of fun for the outdoor recreation. We also have 4 true seasons. Being in Las Vegas, we don't really know what 4 seasons are, but we do in Logan have beautiful springs, summers, falls, and yes, snow in the winter. Utah State University is a college town. 84% of our students come from away from home. So they're living on campus, they're living near to campus, and they create a community and a bond because they're all in the same situation. They're moving away from home. We do have a great percentage of the population. The Logan Valley is considerably smaller than the Las Vegas Valley, but the student population makes up a great percentage of that population. So they contribute to the community and to the valley population and have a great experience as a student community on top of the residents that do live in Las Vegas. We also have free transportation on campus and off campus. So it's wonderful to be able to get to and from wherever you need to be. At Utah State University, we believe that you learn by doing. So by the time you reach your senior year, you will have completed, 75% of our seniors will complete internships or field work, which are great for your applications to graduate school or for jobs. It gives you that opportunity to prove that you have experience in what you have gained your education in. We are also a public university, so we do have the 6th lowest tuition in the West. It's very affordable. To apply to Utah State, you submit your application online at applynow.usu.edu. There's a $50 application fee, and we are also a test optional school for admissions. But if you would like to be looked at for a scholarship academically, you do need to submit your ACT or SAT scores. This is our graph for out-of-state students. On the left, you'll notice you have your GPA, and across the top, you have your test scores. You can find yourself in the middle and recognize what scholarships you qualify for and what opportunities you have to be awarded money from the university. Our tuition is based on the campus that you attend. So the Logan campus, you have the tuition breakdown here for out-of-state students. Our Southeast campuses are in Price and in Blanding, and they are also broken down there. And then our statewide campuses do not have residential housing, but they are also their tuition. So depending on what you're looking for, where you're wanting to live, we have options for you in all different areas of the state. If you're looking at gaining Utah residency, this is a great way to as well make your education affordable. After living in the state of Utah for 12 months, you can apply for residency with a Utah driver's license and basically claiming independence on your taxes, and then your tuition is brought to the resident rate. So there's a lot of long-lasting traditions at Utah State University. Old Main, the neon lights are illuminated blue, forever an Aggie victory. We also have the Scotsman, our school song that is sang loud and clear by our students at sporting events and activities. You can follow our student life at #USU@USUAggieLife. We have all kinds of activities that create that student life that you're looking for. So you can reach out to us through the Office of Admissions. We're so excited for this new adventure that lays before you. Come join us and find your place at Utah State University.
Thank you so much. Our next institution is Whitworth University.
Hi, everyone. I am just pulling up my screen here. Okay. So my name is Laura Ramsey. I serve as Director of Admissions at Whitworth. And it should be, let's see, should be pulling up for you there. Okay, great. So a few quick things about Whitworth, and I'm just going to fly through some slides. Our mission is to provide our diverse student body an education of mind and heart. So ultimately what that means for you, we are a private four-year Christian liberal arts university. So we highly value challenging students and encouraging students to pursue their faith if they choose. So all of our staff and faculty are Christians. We do not require students to be Christian to come to campus. However, if that is something that you want to pursue, we have tons of ways for you to get involved. Chapel services, Bible studies, a full theology major, but again, it's an invitation, not a requirement. So that is something that's unique to Whitworth, our opportunity for students to grow in their faith and to be supported by Christian staff and faculty. We're located in Spokane, Washington, so the east side of Washington State. Spokane has about 500,000 people, the second largest city in Washington, and we are known for 4 seasons. So a lot like what you've heard from the Utah folks, we do have cold, snowy winters, but we also have hot, dry summers. So you get a really good mix of the seasons. And within just a few-hour drive of campus, there are 5 ski hills, so tons of skiing and snowboarding in the winter, also the hiking, biking, camping, all the water sports with lakes and rivers nearby during the other seasons. Whitworth itself is located 7 miles north of downtown Spokane, so we are on the suburbs, the kind of the outskirts of the city, but you definitely still have access to city life, but without the hustle and bustle of traffic downtown. So right near campus, there are all sorts of activities, shopping centers, coffee shops, tons of activities for you to get involved in. So for our student body, we have about 2,300 undergraduate students, so a smaller campus with an 11-to-1 student to faculty ratio. Small classes, a lot of opportunities for you to get to know your professors.
Laura, sorry to interrupt. Can you share your screen? You're not going through the slides.
Oh, I'm not sure where they are. Do you see the slides on my screen, or do you see anything?
Yes, I think you're in note view, but I mean, you can keep going. Maybe hit the present slide on the bottom there.
It should be presenting. Oh gosh, just waiting. Do you see that now?
Yes, there you go.
Okay, sorry guys. Okay, so our here's a slide that shows a little bit more of our student numbers. So we do have small class sizes, as I mentioned. I am a Whitworth alum as well. So I was able to babysit for my marketing professor. I was able to study abroad and become really close friends with my business professors, the dean of the business school, and you have some really great opportunities to get connected. And we do guarantee that students will graduate in 4 years. So that is something that you can look forward to as a student as well. So I listed up here on the screen that the 100 areas of study that we offer. So we have roughly 100 different majors and programs, a lot of different subjects to choose from. We have health sciences, business, computer science, education, music, psychology. Those are highlighted up on the screen for you just because they are some of our larger programs. But like I said, a lot of different ways to get involved. We definitely value getting internships and research opportunities and getting connected in the area. We actually have a 100% acceptance rate in the medical school, so that's a strong tons of ways to get involved on campus. We are a residential community, so we do require students to live on campus in one of our residence halls. We have clubs, intramurals, varsity athletics. We have 21 varsity sports in the NCAA Division III conference, so a lot of opportunities for students to participate and continue their athletic career. We have done really well, so we have won 12 consecutive all sports trophies over the last few years. We also have great art, music, and theater programs. There are scholarships attached to those areas as well. So award-winning theatrical productions and musical ensembles, and lots of ways for you to get connected there. So I want to encourage you to apply. If you are a high school senior, our application is free, it's online, and I encourage you to look into the option of applying for free as soon as you can. We do not require tests like the other schools you've heard from. So if you want to send us a test score, great, but you absolutely do not have to. We do offer rolling admission. So we will respond with an admission decision within about 3 weeks. Our deadline's coming up. November 15th is our early action deadline. If you apply by then and send us a FAFSA by then, you will get a early financial aid offer, but we also have deadlines coming up later on in the year. So if you can't quite make that early deadline, there is still some time later as well. For financial aid, we offer 100% of our incoming students financial aid resources, so you're guaranteed some scholarships and grants. In fact, last year, our average scholarship and grant award for students was over $34,000, so there is a lot available to you. I always encourage students that as a private school, it's sometimes intimidating to look at tuition costs and worry about how you'll pay for school. Don't worry about that yet. We want to make sure that you apply first and we can start working on scholarship resources for you next. We were just ranked one of the top 3 best values in the West for regional universities, so that's another reason to apply, just because there are a lot of funds available to you. And lastly, for Nevada students, we do give you a grant, $250 to help you get to campus. So come visit us. You can receive $250 to pay for your flight or driving expenses. And we do offer a $1,000 visit scholarship for our high school seniors that come visit. That's all for me. Please stay in touch if you have any questions. Thanks so much.
Thank you. Okay, our next institution is the Evergreen State College.
Hi, can you guys hear me okay? Can anybody hear me? Okay. Let's do this. Hi, so my name is George. I am with the Evergreen State College. We are located in Olympia, Washington, the state capital of Washington State. We're like 10, 15 minutes away from downtown Olympia. Olympia is a beautiful city with like 60,000 people. There are arts, music festivals. We're close to the Puget Sound. It's a great place to go. If you have any further questions after today's presentation, you can always reach out to me at admissions@evergreen.edu, or you can call at number 360-867-6170. As you see on the PowerPoint, that's Speedy, a gooey duck. That's our mascot. Gooey duck is one of the largest clams in the world, the largest clam in the world. And they play a key role in the ecosystem as they remove acids from the ocean. It was pretty cool. So get to know Speedy when you come visit, okay? The Evergreen State College was founded in 1967, right around the time of the civil rights movement, and that's why we're so close to the state capitol. If you're into political sciences, there's a great opportunity for internships with the legislators there. We are the only public liberal arts institution in the state of Washington, meaning that we're funded by the state, so you can save some money in tuition. Even as a out-of-state student, we provide a Western Undergraduate Exchange Program. We are part of the Western Undergraduate Exchange Program. So we provide in-state tuition plus 50%. So instead of, for you guys from being from Nevada residents, you can come to our school and pay 10 grand instead of 27K. We sit on 1,000 acres of beautiful forest right next to the Puget Sound. This picture you see here is Evergreen Beach. That's where students go and learn the basics of marine science, marine research. We also have a very popular 5-acre organic farm. That's one of the popular programs, the agricultural and food to table program at Evergreen. It's all organic. It's all run by students, operated by students. They also sell their fresh produce every Tuesdays and Thursdays at the school, which is pretty cool. We're also very diverse. We have students from like 48 different states, 18 different countries. Like I mentioned before, we have beach access. We offer 4-year degrees or bachelor's degrees, and we also have 6-year degrees or master's programs. We have 3 of them, a master's in teaching, master's in environmental sciences, and master's in public administration. We're Division III NAIA or Cascade Collegiate Conference. As far as athletics, we have volleyball, soccer, track and field, and basketball. At Evergreen, we are unique because we don't make you take anything you don't want to take. At Evergreen, you pretty much choose your own path based on what you're passionate about, because we want you to succeed, right? So we don't dictate for you to take 2 years of general requirements because we think that's a good thing for you. At Evergreen, everything you do because you want to. We offer a Bachelor's of Arts, a Bachelor's of Science, and we also offer a Bachelor's of Arts and Sciences as a combination for the 4-year degrees or bachelor's degrees. And to complete a bachelor's degree, for example, at Evergreen, you'll need 180 credits total. You don't have to claim a major at Evergreen when you first apply. We don't have departments either. So you're in control of your education based on your passions. So you do 180 credits to claim a major. We call them credit emphasis, area of emphasis. You will need 45 credits. So for example, if you want to do a Bachelor's of Arts with an emphasis in journalism, you just take 180 credits total, 45 credits in journalism, and you get a Bachelor's of Arts in journalism. And this is nice because students, sometimes they're undecided. They don't know what to do. They change their mind their second year. And some other universities, you have to start over with general requirements. At Evergreen, you don't. Every credit you earn counts towards 180 credits you need to graduate, okay? For the Bachelor's of Science, you will need 180 credits. 72 have to be science, computer science, math related, and 48 have to be upper division credits, meaning you need to do junior or senior level courses to get your Bachelor's of Science. And for the combination Bachelor's of Arts and Sciences, you need 225 credits. Once again, 72 science, computer science, math related, and 48 upper division credits, okay? Some of the student progression is an example here, but remember you have full control of your education, so you can manage this however you want with help of your academic advisor and your faculty members. So like I mentioned before, students change their minds. So at Evergreen, the freshman year, you're exploring. What is it that I like? Do I like the sciences? Do I like the arts, humanities? What is it that I want to do? What am I passionate about? I want to be successful. What it is that makes me want to go to school. And then after you decide what it is that you really like, your second year, as a sophomore year, you start refining your studies. Remember, based on your passions, every program you take at Evergreen is based on what you want to do. Your junior year, you concentrate on your emphasis, those 45 credits. You can also do your study abroad or start applying for internships. That way you know what you will need to get before you graduate in order to get employed. Or if you're planning on going to graduate school to get a master's degree or a research school, if you're a pre-med or let's say pre-law, you will find out what you need, what requirements you need to apply for those schools. And your senior year, you can concentrate on doing that. Concentrate on applying for for graduate school or getting ready to graduate and find a job. Okay, and you can work this however you want, but just know that you have the freedom of exploring your freshman year and till you figure out what it is that you're passionate about. Okay, some of those most popular fields of study that we have 67 different fields of studies total, but environmental studies is huge here at Evergreen, just being that we're in the beautiful Pacific Northwest. We have mountains, we have the ocean, we have rivers, we have urban environments. Seattle is an hour and a half north of us. Portland is only like 2 hours south of us. So there's a lot to do here. So environmental studies is friendly. We have a lot of native tribes around us, so opportunities for internships and actual hands-on research and experiential learning is there if you want to do that. Psychology is huge, pre-medicine, pre-law, and arts. We have all kinds of different arts that you can take advantage of. Just know that pre-medicine, our students score really high in the MCAT. So if you're thinking about going to medical school, just know that you are students scoring the top 3% of the MCAT exam. And that's pretty much what you really need to get into medical school.
Thank
Lola,
you. Yes, thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Sorry about that.
No problem. Okay, and our final institution is Central Washington University.
Okay, now I'm not on mute. Hi, everyone. Good evening. My name is Dee Orr, and I'm a senior admissions counselor with Central Washington University. We are located in the center of the state. Hold on, let me see here. There we go. So we are located, right in the center of Washington. We're located in this really cute town called Ellensburg, Washington. So for those of you who haven't been to Washington before, just to give you a frame of reference, we're about an hour and a half east of Seattle and about 4 hours north of Portland, Oregon. A lot of students like to come to us because of our location. We are located right on the east side of the Cascade Mountain Range. I know that a lot of people might think that Washington is, kind of dreary with a lot of rain, but in Ellensburg, we actually get about 300 days of sunshine. So what that means is that our students on free days or weekends like to go backpacking or kayaking. We're only about a 45-minute drive away from Snoqualmie Pass. And so if you're someone who likes to be outside and explore the outdoors, we could definitely be a good fit for you. We're also located right downtown Ellensburg, so it's really walkable. There's lots of cute coffee shops and places to eat. Students bring their bikes with them. We also have a free bus system, so it's really easy to get around. A little bit about our size. So we're considered a medium-sized institution. So we serve about 12,000 students. And you are going to experience some of those larger lectures your first year, but you can see that our average class size is about 25. So what that means is that you're going to have the ability to connect with your faculty, connect with your professors, but really dive deep into those subjects with your peers. And so you're really going to have the ability to talk with and have really great conversations and dialogue and discussions with the peers in your classes as well. You can see that we have over 135 majors and programs for you to pick and choose from. And regardless of what you end up choosing, a lot of that's going to be not just in the classroom, but a lot of that hands-on learning experience as well. So some of our top majors include business. We have an internationally recognized business program, which we have multiple specializations within business. And so if you're looking to do anything with a business degree, we could be a good fit for you. If anyone out there is thinking about becoming an educator or a teacher, we actually started off as a teaching college. So a lot of students come to us if they want to become teachers. We have secondary education, elementary education, specializations within like music or health or physical education. So if you're looking to become a teacher, we could definitely be a good spot for you. In regards to music, we have one of the largest music departments in the Pacific Northwest. So that includes music composition, music performance, music theater. And if anyone out there is thinking about wanting to explore the sciences, we do have those hard sciences, so like the geology, biology, chemistry. We also have a little bit of engineering technology as well, including industrial, mechanical, and electronic engineering technology. So those are some of our top majors that we offer at Central. Some of our more unique majors that you might not find at other institutions include paramedicine. So if you're looking to become an EMT, we have a paramedicine program where you can get certified and jump right into that job field once you get done. We also have aviation management, construction management, where we have almost 100% job placement within that program when students finish. Sports management, apparel, textiles, and merchandising. So lots of different things for you to look into, and you can definitely check out our website for the full list. If anyone out there is thinking about exploring the medicine field or wanting to get into law, we also have a lot of those pre-professional programs as well. So pre-dentistry, pre-physical therapy, pre-med, pre-veterinary, pre-law. So we can give you all of those prereqs in order to apply to those programs once you finish at Central. So a little bit about the application process to CWU. So if anyone out there is a senior this year, we are currently accepting applications, and March 1st is going to be our priority deadline for those applications. Essentially, you're just going to want to fill out the online application, which you can find online, submit the $60 application fee. However, there are ways to get that fee waived as well. Submit your official high school transcripts to us. We are also test optional, so you can include that SAT or ACT test score. However, it's not required in order for us to consider your application. If you have a 3.0 or above GPA and you have all of your different high school required classes met, so your English, your math, your social sciences, world language, then you're guaranteed admission. So that's pretty exciting. And if you have below a 3.0 GPA, then we might ask you to write a personal statement. And the personal statement is just a great spot for you to put your own voice into the application and give us a little bit more information about yourself and maybe why you want to come to Central. Oh, and we are also rolling admission as well. So what that means is that if you complete your application, give us your transcripts, all of that good stuff earlier, then the sooner we can let you know. So we've actually already started letting students know of a decision for the fall of 2021 school year. A little bit about paying for college. So we are also a WUI institution. So you can see in that bottom, that $22,000 non-resident tuition fees. That's typically what out-of-state students pay. However, students coming from Nevada, if you apply and are admitted by March 1st and you are committed to us by June 1st, and you're guaranteed WUI. So that $22,000 turns into that $12,000 right there. So you're going to save a little over $10,000 every year on tuition. It's open to any major, and there is no separate application. So if you're applying to us from Nevada, we can automatically consider you for WUI. A little bit about sports. So we are a Division II university, and you can see some of those different athletics there. I'm thinking I'm out of time, so feel free to contact me if you have questions about how to get on our interest form or want to get connected with coaches. And here's a little glimpse at our clubs and organizations. We have 100 different clubs that you can look into. So whether you want to be an athlete on campus or just join a student club, you can definitely find your community at Central. Here's a little glimpse at our online experiences. So we have virtual campus tours. You can definitely make an admissions appointment with myself or another counselor at Central, either a phone call or a video chat, whichever you prefer. We also have our fall virtual preview days coming up on October 28th and 29th, where you can get a lot more information about Central. And then at the bottom there is my contact information. So thanks.
Thank you everyone for joining us. At the end of this session, there will be a quick 4-question survey. Please run through that very quickly. We will have more sessions, so please sign up for additional sessions. In about a week, you will get this recording. Thank you again to everyone, and have a wonderful evening.